What is up, pros? Me, Josh, here. In today's video, we are going over the Monaghan, the Tier 6 premium ship, and we had a pretty fun game in it, and I wanted to talk about how much I'm enjoying this ship right now. I love the Farragut. It's Tier 6 USN Destroyer, and this is, in my opinion, a better version of it. It's the premium version of it. And I want to see what you guys think. Are you guys enjoying this ship as much as I am? What you can do in this ship is basically stealth torp. It has one less gun. You have 6.3 kilometer detection with 6.4 kilometer torps. The Farragut, the normal tree line, 6.6 kilometer detection, 6.4 kilometer torps. You do get an extra gun, and these guns hit super hard, but you happen to have a little bit more life with the Monaghan, which is nice to have, and it lets you up tier really well. So even against the Benson, Fubuki, these things are still both going to out detect you, but it's not as bad as the Farragut. You have a little less of a buffer. 0.3 kilometers doesn't seem like a lot, right? But if something has 0.3 kilometers like the Benson, that means he's going to get an extra salvo off before, you know, maybe you get your guns on target, which in turn turns into more health loss before you can then engage. Now with the tier 6, now the Monaghan has a second hull. It's kind of like a troll hull. It's only the two front guns. This has 2 in the front, 2 in the back. The B hull has 2 in the front only, no back turrets, but you do get basically, I think it's Benson torps, 9.2 kilometer torps with torp reload. I think the first time we played that, when it was work in progress, I think we got a double strike right off the bat. So there is some troll potential, and I believe it has more AA as well. But there is some troll potential with that, but it always felt kind of, I don't even know, it felt very underwhelming having a pseudo hybrid gunboat like the Monaghan or the Farragut. I'm going to kind of just compare it to the Farragut a lot more than I normally would. Being able to not really be able to gun down anything, but you did have the torps, and it kind of added this unique playstyle as well as being an AA platform. But with this, I kind of like it. This ship's a lot of fun. I don't really mind being bottom tiered with this. I mean, we're going against this, but I feel like as a class in general, DDs tend to up tier pretty well. Probably one of the best up tiering classes, and this is just it's a good ship, and I really enjoy it. There was a chance to get this in some of the CC containers, which we'll continue to give away. If you haven't followed my Twitter, I'll put a link down below. I tend to usually give away 1 or 2 each month on my Twitter, as well as my Discord. I'll put a link down below to that. So we give away lots of subcodes there, so be sure to check those out. But this is one you could actually get from the CC containers, as well as some of the boxes for the Americans when you're going through the Halsey stuff. I believe you can still get stuff for these. I think you can. But even if you picked up this ship, I think it's well worth it. If you enjoy this level, I tend to not play low tiers that much, and this is like the only ship that's low tier that I honestly enjoy playing. Well, I mean, I'll play some other ships every once in a while, but this is the one I'll actually go out of my way to play. If a viewer requests me to play a certain ship, or I want to make a new premium ship that's low tier, I'll of course do that. But going actually out of my way to play a low tier ship, I don't really do that much anymore. Besides this, there's a we got lucky that apparently this Fubuki didn't have camo or didn't have concealment expert, so we get a nice little boost on him, and of course we can start working and start hitting him down. Now that's one of the main things when we played ranked at tier 6 the Farragut was so good at, and just having massive alpha damage. The Monaghan seems to maybe not hit as hard. Maybe it's just what I see. Farragut, I remember just smacking. You get basically an extra shell, so you're gonna be knocking out an extra 400 damage or something like that per salvo. You know, we're still getting 1200 a salvo with just a, what are we at with this right now? I forgot what the reload is. And we got lucky that the Fubuki was a normal tier 6 player in the current game, so it was kind of easy to take him down. Of course, he launched torps. We don't want to sit and smoke. And do a little torp beats here. And we got, I don't know what we ran into here, if they were like bots or what, but we had a nice little situation here of an Alba getting to see some USN. There's first blood, always fun. I had just gotten I got Halsey after this, but it would have been cool to kind of see Halsey kind of go crazy with this. But we got super lucky, and we're going to get to have some fun with some US destroyers. Close range against a broadside flat ship. And in goes the damage. And we'll get 3 so far. I think we even take him with a torp too. There's 5. And there's 6. 6 citadels. We get the 2 first kills, bottom tier on a tier 8 map. Then just, this ship is so much fun. Again, I don't play low tiers that much, but this is one. There's a mission going on right now. If you have the Monaghan, you can get some cool rewards for it, and you actually have to go out, get, I think, a certain amount of credit, certain amount of XP, and then a certain amount of kills in the ship. And so it's a ship I try to play like every day, and it's been fun. I really enjoy this because I like this USN playstyle. And with having a 6.3, I was just starting to make the comparison with the Benson. Now the Benson's at 5.8, assuming he has Concealment Expert. So even with that, you potentially, and I always run radio location with these two, and I thought that dude was AFK, so I was immediately looking for a potential on getting some AFK damage, but we don't really get the benefits of doing that. And we're just smashing this team right now. We held down the side. ACAP tends to be kind of blah for this game, for this map at least. But we went here, tends to be low tiers. If we can do any kind of work or get some cross shots, tends to do well. As you can see, our battleship played this right. If you're a battleship going ACAP on trap, you want to then cut through, not go all the way around. So props to our battleship. He played this correctly. And one thing that I really like about this ship as well is that you do have the AA potential of having the consumable, which is awesome. I love having that consumable. You're not going to go out and get clear skies in this ship, but you will be able to defend yourself. Tier 6 is a hotbed for CV games, and sometimes multiple CV games. So being one of the few ships at this tier that's a destroyer that has an AA consumable, again, I'm not looking to shoot down planes. I'm just looking to spread out the planes so that they don't hit me. I could care less if I shoot down a plane. That's just a bonus. I just don't want to die from getting cross-dropped or die from taking a salvo from a torp squad or something like that. You know, that sucks with a relatively low health pool on DDs already as it is. You take 1 or 2 CV torps, and you're basically screwed, right? Especially when you're going to get outspotted, although not as bad as normal. Another reason to like the ship over the Farragut, although I don't want to pick on my Farragut too much. I love that ship, but the Monaghan is just, it's another sell point for the ship if you enjoy this playstyle. But I think, I'm trying to think of other ships at this tier that even have a consumable, and you know, most of them are just going to be the USN line, so like the Sims is another great one. But 6, you tend to see a lot of CVs. We saw one, they were bottom tier with us, so it wasn't too bad, but you do see a lot more when it comes to these tiers, and you do see the fabled double CV games all the time, it seems like. And with a good rate of fire, good alpha damage, decent fire chance, you know, being able to stealth everything. I didn't want to sit in the smoke for too long, but the farm's too good. Come on. In Alabama, Massachusetts, just sitting there going broadside. Massachusetts is shooting HE. This is too good of a farm to just like not farm, right? Am I a bad person for this, chat? I don't know. You guys tell me. But I couldn't pass this up. And we could have easily pushed through. I probably, if it was the Alabama, if these guys had switched spots, I probably would have just YOLO'd this guy. You know, the ability to stealth torp is super strong. I think if this was another tier 6 rank season, which I did with the Farragut the last time, I probably would go with, I think, the Monaghan. I think I would. Having this health pool, having the ability to stealth torp, and still having those USN destroyer guns, as well as having just a ace up your sleeve with an A consumable, like it's the perfect destroyer for you. I really like it. I'm not even trying to, like, I don't even have a code or anything for Wargaming to sell out. I'm just saying how much I enjoy this ship. I don't enjoy playing low tiers that much. I've played so many over the years, so I tend to get a little bored with low tiers. There's not much there for me. I don't really see the point in really beating up on people that are kind of learning the game. But this is a ship I kind of go out of my way to play it. So if there is a ship that's doing that, kind of props to this. And I didn't think this was going to happen. All right, disclaimer. Why would a Richelieu push a Massachusetts that is currently burning? Those torps look good to me because I didn't think the Richelieu was going to do what he does. But instead, of course, the Richelieu turns right into my torpedoes. And I was just like, it's going to be really close if they reach. Really, really close. So that guy's plan was to ram that Massachusetts. So, of course, I go pink. Why would you do that? Why? I don't know why. At least he didn't let it flood out. So, questionable play. I was a little annoyed that he would do that. That guy was getting burnt down, and Hey, it is what it is. My bad, I guess. That one's on me. But I didn't think the Richelieu was gonna. His play was to ram that guy, so kind of a bummer. But anyways, we'll move on. Jash is pink. Okay, what are you gonna do? But I mean, going against a DD, like I don't feel like you're even like kind of losing stuff. Like against like a Benson. I feel like the ship up tiers really well, which is if you can find a destroyer that up tiers really well. Currently the Haida does, the work in progress Cossack does really well because they have very competitive up tiering detections. This of course you will get out detected by everything, right? But you have a health pool that can kind of support taking that first salvo. What I mean by that is that a Benson will get that first salvo on you every time. At least they should, right? Potentially a second salvo even, because he has half of a kilometer of a buffer. So you kind of assume they're going to get the jump on you, but with, you know, someone not running concealment, or not running concealment expert, but not running survivability, even if he gets that first salvo on you, you're going to be pretty close health-wise when it comes to destroyer versus destroyer fight. He's going to have an extra gun, but still, you aren't to that big of a disadvantage. That's why the Haida is so strong right now, because the Haida basically is right there on par, if not out detecting destroyers at that up tier. So this is why I've kind of been enjoying the ship so much. And we got 3 kills so far. We're gonna be working on this guy, and I got stolt. That's been stolt from me. My kill, I did all that work for nothing, and we're gonna run that. Our CV's doing the I'm out of planes, so I'm gonna then push right onto cap. It was kind of funny because our CV didn't launch planes at the start. Very, very interesting. The tier 6 player bases has become this weird kind of hodgepodge of in-betweenness. It feels like over time people would kind of learn the game into the very, very low tiers. So tier 3, tier 4, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 is where you kind of learn the game. Tier 5 and 6 is, you know, kind of 5, 6, even 7. You're really kind of maybe fine-tuning the game a little bit, and then tier 8 and up, you're really kind of playing the game. And really, it seems like people are really starting to learn the game in tier 6, which has been probably something I've noticed within the past year or so, is people honestly, it seems like the learning curve has started later in tiers. So you see a lot of interesting play. Our CV at the start of this game didn't launch planes because no one kind of told him where to put his planes. I find that very interesting, that somebody who has supposedly played, you know, I would assume played tier 4 and 5, so they played 2 games. I don't think he's wearing camo, so it probably took him a decent amount of games, right? I mean, it's not going to take a lot. It's not going to take hundreds and hundreds. But I find that tier 6 is in a very weird place right now with people who are playing it. And it seems so weird that our CV didn't launch planes at the start of the game because people didn't tell him where to put planes. It was very unique. It is very unique. Also, if you're a CV player, don't do what our CV is doing. He's doing the I'm out of planes, therefore I need to go and ram. Yes, we're up massively on points, but I see this. It used to happen a lot more. It doesn't quite happen as much now. But it used to happen that, okay, I'm out of planes, therefore I'm useless, therefore I need to go and maybe try to get a ram or try to get secondary damage or whatever. Don't do that. I mean, yeah, we're up massively. There's no way we can lose. So it's a little bit of a different situation. But you're just giving away points to the team, if you kind of get what I'm trying to get at. But overall, you know, who cares in the end? But it's a very weird, to me, you're giving away points. And I've even seen it on games where I've lost because of that. But anyways, overall, a really fun game. This person in the Queen Elizabeth gets very, very mad at us right at the end. I'm sorry, man. Tell Wargaming to not make such fun low-tier ships. He didn't mean it like he says we did. But anyways, down goes our Indy. And the Queen is going to burn down. And then, so we get our 4th kill. We'll actually get the Kraken on the CV. But anyways, guys, I'll let the salty chat play out, and I'll let you guys watch the rest of this video. We end up getting a Kraken. The Monaghan is a 2 thumbs up for me. I really enjoy this ship. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this ship, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.